There is a mistake people make when they become single. They think their life has entered a waiting room, waiting to meet someone, waiting to fall in love, waiting for the right message, waiting for someone to finally choose them. And without realizing it, they put their real life on pause. But what if this season was never meant to be empty? What if being single is one of the few periods in your life where you have the freedom to completely rebuild yourself? No relationship to hide inside, no constant validation to depend on, no one else's plans deciding your direction, just you, your habits, your weaknesses, your potential, and the uncomfortable question, who are you becoming when nobody is watching? Because one day you may meet someone incredible, but before that day comes, build a life so strong that love becomes an addition to it, not a rescue from it. That is the first lesson. Stop searching for someone to complete a life you have not started building. A relationship cannot permanently fix a lack of purpose. Attention cannot cure low self-respect. Romance cannot replace discipline. And another person cannot give you an identity you never built for yourself. You can receive 100 good morning messages and still wake up lost. You can have someone beside you every night and still have no idea where your life is going. So while you are single, ask a better question. Not, when will I meet someone? Ask, what kind of person will they meet when they find me? Will they meet someone disciplined, someone healthy, someone emotionally stable, someone with direction, someone who can enjoy their own company? Or will they meet someone desperately hoping a relationship will finally make life meaningful? Use this season to become someone you respect. Start with your body. Not because you need a perfect body to deserve love. You don't. Train because your body teaches your mind something important. You can do difficult things voluntarily. Wake up and move, lift, run, walk, train, eat better, sleep properly, take care of your appearance, stand straighter. Become physically capable. Every workout is more than a change in your body. It is evidence that you can make a promise to yourself and keep it. And that matters, because confidence built from compliments disappears when compliments disappear. But confidence built from keeping promises to yourself stays. Then build your mind. Single life becomes dangerous when every quiet moment turns into endless scrolling. You wake up, phone. You eat, phone. You feel lonely, phone. You lie in bed, phone. Hours disappear watching other people live the lives you wish you had. And then you wonder why your own life feels empty. Your attention is your life. Where you repeatedly place it, your future follows. So learn something. Read, study, build a skill, improve your communication, learn about money, learn your profession, learn something difficult enough to make you uncomfortable again. Replace some consumption with creation. You do not need to become productive every second, but you should be able to look back after 6 months and say, I know things now that I did not know then. That is growth. And then comes something even more important. Learn how to be alone without constantly feeling abandoned. There is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness says, nobody is here, therefore something is wrong. Solitude says, nobody is here, so I can finally hear myself. Can you eat alone without feeling embarrassed? Can you go somewhere alone? Can you spend a quiet evening without desperately searching for someone to text? Can you sit with your thoughts without immediately escaping into entertainment? If you cannot tolerate your own company, you become vulnerable to bad company, because eventually loneliness starts negotiating your standards. You begin replying to people you already know are wrong for you. You return to relationships that exhausted you. You tolerate disrespect because silence feels worse. You call temporary attention connection. And suddenly, you are not choosing people because they are good for you. You are choosing them because you are afraid of being alone. That is why learning solitude is powerful. When you genuinely enjoy your own life, you stop asking, Will they choose me? You start asking, do I choose them? That changes everything. Now build your financial life. You do not need to become rich before entering a relationship, but become responsible. Know where your money goes. Save something. Reduce unnecessary debt where you can. Develop valuable skills. Think about your career. Create goals. Learn to delay gratification, because money problems are rarely just money problems. They reveal habits, impulse, avoidance, lack of planning, fear, discipline. Your single years can be an incredible time to fix those patterns before you eventually combine your life with someone else's. Build stability, not to impress a future partner. Build it because you deserve a life that does not collapse every time something unexpected happens. Then, build emotional discipline. This may be the most important part. Learn what triggers you. Learn why rejection affects you. Learn why you become attached too quickly. Learn why you overthink delayed replies. Learn why you tolerate certain behaviors. Learn why you chase people after they pull away. Do not simply say, "That is just how I am." Study yourself. The Stoics were deeply interested in examining their own judgments, not only what happened, but what they told themselves about what happened. Someone rejects you. The event is rejection, but your mind adds, "I am not good enough." Someone leaves. The event is separation. Your mind adds, "I will never find anyone again." Someone does not choose you. Your mind says, "I have lost my value." Those are interpretations, not facts. Learn to separate the two, because if you do not heal your insecurity while you are single, you may carry it directly into your next relationship. Then love arrives, and instead of enjoying it, you become terrified of losing it. You overthink, you compare, you become possessive. You need constant reassurance. You slowly make another person responsible for emotions that were already inside you before they arrived. So do the inner work now. Learn to regulate yourself. Learn to communicate instead of explode. Learn to walk away instead of begging. Learn to apologize without losing your dignity. Learn to forgive without reopening every door. Learn to say no without writing a 5-page explanation. Learn boundaries, and especially learn standards. Being single gives you time to decide what you actually want before attraction makes you forget. What values matter to you? What behavior will you not tolerate? What does loyalty mean to you? What does respect look like? What kind of communication do you need? What kind of future are you building? What are your non-negotiables? Know these things before someone attractive walks into your life, because chemistry is powerful, loneliness is powerful, attention is powerful. And when all three appear together, people abandon standards they spent years creating. Do not create standards to judge everyone. Create standards to protect your direction. But there is another mistake you should avoid. Do not turn self-improvement into isolation. Being single does not mean becoming emotionally unavailable. It does not mean saying, "I need nobody." That is not strength. Humans need connection, build friendships, spend time with family if those relationships are healthy. Meet people, have conversations, help others, build community, laugh, travel when you can, create memories, learn how to connect without needing every connection to become romantic. Your goal is not to become a lonely fortress. Your goal is to become a complete person who can connect without becoming dependent. And while you are doing all of this, build something that belongs to you. A career, a business, a craft, a degree, a body of work, a mission, a skill, a project. Something that makes you wake up and think, "I have somewhere to go." Purpose protects you from obsession. When your entire life is empty, one person can become your entire world. Their message becomes your morning. Their attention becomes your confidence. Their absence becomes your suffering. But when your life has purpose, you can love deeply without disappearing inside another person. That is the balance. You do not want to become so independent that nobody can reach you. And you do not want to become so dependent that anyone can destroy you. You want to become grounded, able to love without abandoning yourself, able to care without losing your direction, able to miss someone without losing your mind, able to walk away when staying requires you to betray your values. And there is one more thing. Stop treating being single like evidence that you are behind. Someone you know gets married, someone posts an engagement, someone moves in with their partner, someone starts a family. And suddenly you look at your own life and think, what is wrong with me? Nothing about another person's timeline tells you what yours should be. A relationship entered from panic is not automatically better than a season spent alone with purpose. You do not win life by finding someone first. You win by building something healthy when the right connection eventually arrives. So stop racing. There is no medal for entering the wrong relationship early. Take your time and use it. Imagine what could happen if you gave yourself 1 serious year, 1 year of training consistently, 1 year of learning, 1 year of saving, 1 year of building your career, 1 year of reducing distractions, 1 year of improving your emotional control, 1 year of creating stronger friendships, 1 year of becoming comfortable in your own company, 1 year of keeping promises to yourself. You might enter that year desperately wanting someone to choose you. You stop confusing attention with compatibility. You stop ignoring red flags because someone made you feel wanted. You stop asking people to provide the confidence you should be building internally. You can finally look at another person and say, I want you in my life, but I do not need to destroy myself to keep you here. That is powerful. That is mature love. So if you are single right now, do not waste this season. Train your body, educate your mind, build your finances, strengthen your discipline, understand your emotions, develop your standards, create meaningful friendships, find purpose, learn solitude, build a life you actually enjoy waking up to. And then, if love comes, welcome it. Do not run from it because you became afraid. Do not worship it because you became lonely. Meet it as an equal. 2 people with lives, 2 people with standards, 2 people choosing each other freely. Because the purpose of staying single is not to prove that you can live without love. It is to make sure that when love finally arrives, you do not have to lose yourself to experience it. So stop asking when someone is coming. For now, ask yourself a better question. Who am I becoming before they arrive? Then get to work.